once again, I said I'm sorry about yesterday, but we can just do what we can do. Okay, so we're going to start with Spidey today. You always want to start with Spidey. All right, you're smart. You want to go first. Where's Spidey? I don't have a Spidey, so you're
Can we use the big one?
Spidey's right there.
Can we use the really big one?
No, you can use this today. All right, here we go. What's the first step in this x squared minus x minus 20?
You have to find a number that will multiply into 20, and then we'll add negative 20, and then we'll add into negative.
Very good. All right. What are those two numbers, please?
4 and negative 5.
4 and negative 5. So that's exactly right, okay, because if you take a look, 4 times negative 5 is negative 20, and then 4 minus 5 is negative 1. Great. Ben, what do I do with the 4 and the negative 5, please?
7.
Yeah. So what it's going to be, I hope you know what I meant. I hope you know what you're saying when you mean sub it in, right? But you're going to replace that minus x, right, with plus 4x and minus 5x, and then negative 20. Right. And I should probably keep an equal sign there too to be a correct math teacher. All right, Reed. What comes next, please?
Like split it in half.
Yeah. And you don't have to just dot it. Not every teacher will do this, but I like it because then you can see where the cut is. Okay. Go ahead, Reed. Factor that, please. No, no problem.
Okay.
So x squared and 4x both divide by?
4.
No, x.
Oh. Hello.
How long? Go fast. I got a lot to do today. I was sick yesterday, so a lot to do. Okay. This one's for
We're
you.
doing a survey for our math class, like data. Just fill it out, don't put your name on it.
Like 4 makes sense, but the problem is there's no 4 with the x squared, right? So I'm going to say both of them take an x out, right? Because there's like x squared here and 4x, both of them divide by x. Read, you're not done in 4 plane. What's left over, please? What's left over, please?
X.
Yeah.
4.
Okay. All right, Stephen, you do the difficult one. Negative 5x and negative 20, what do they both divide by?
5.
Close.
I wasn't even paying attention.
I know you weren't. Yeah. It has to be negative, right? Because there's 2 negatives here, right?
Mr. Sadler, I did it backwards.
It's fine.
Okay.
Good morning, Mr. Chavez. Who's this, Mr. Hogan? Mr. Serious? I have no grade 9 for this class.
How did you do that?
Okay. What do you want? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's not here. It's moving or away a minute. It's not here today. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right, Jordan, Kyla, and Lauren, can you head down to Mr. Hogan's room? You know where that is, the announcement room?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I can't. I gotta figure out how to
Tell
do
them
it.
you don't want to come.
No, I'll come. Just finish the
Okay,
question.
here we go. So just to finish
Kyla,
off,
wait a second, I'll
sorry, is
walk
this
with
recording?
myself.
Is this recording?
I'm not sure.
All right, so that's negative 5. Let's finish off quick one for you, okay? Okay, excuse me. Now, just so you know, if you're laughing, giggling about this is what we're doing today, but like times 10. Okay? That's what we're doing today. So you need to remember how to, excuse me, please. You need to remember how to do that first day one. Okay, right? The M and the A and the splitting apart and all that stuff. So that's what we're doing today again. But more difficult. Okay? Last question then. Presley, last answer there, please. Don't be what?
X plus 4 and
Right.
See, I got x minus plus 5 and x minus 4.
Then you made a mistake.
So there's
You probably, what
plus
happened
and
probably,
minus, so it's
Lauren?
wrong.
What probably happened is you picked these two numbers backwards.
Yeah,
That's the way
that's
that
it.
happened.
So we
Okay.
didn't do it.
Okay, so this is stuff you learned yesterday, right? Okay, I'll go through this one fast.
Don't know how to do that.
Okay, I'll go through this one fast, and then you guys will show how to do C as well. Okay, so what this is difference of squares. Okay, what is difference of squares is I'm going to put the next board here. I don't know if you took this note, but I'm going to give it to you again here. So difference of squares. That's what this is called. What happens is both are square rootable. No x term. And last term is negative. And the definition is a squared minus b squared equals a plus b and a minus b. I hope you saw something like this yesterday. If you didn't, write it down now. Okay? Those are the rules for the squares right there. So the key, if there's three things, it doesn't work. I think Lauren was asking me this morning was how do you know if they're doing M and A or if they're doing difference squares, right? So the thing is, difference squares is only two terms, and it has to be minus, and both are square rootable. Yes?
It's square rootable a word.
Totally. Square rootable? Totally. Able to be square rooted. I didn't know you guys were English professors in here. I think square rootable is a word. I'm using it. Okay? Internet. Like if you think square rootable is a word. Dislike if you don't think square rootable is a word.
Say comment if you don't think it is. Yell and
Okay, that's right.
Okay, so what I'm saying is here, so this one, all we're going to do then, and hopefully yesterday in his lesson he showed you, like if you have something like this, like if you have, I don't know, x plus 3, x minus 3, and you FOIL it together, that's going to be x squared minus 3x plus 3x minus 9, which is x squared minus 4. So what happens is if you have one positive and one negative in your brackets, it cancels out the x term. Okay, so if you take a look, the square root of 9 is 3, whoops, and the square root of x squared is x, and when you FOIL it out, it cancels out the middle terms, okay? So that's sort of the reason for this. This is just a quick way to go from here to here. That's all this factoring is, okay? Okay, so what we're going to do then, this is what I do it. Every teacher is different how they teach it, and you can skip this step if you want to. But I just do this. I say, I'll do this in green. Okay? This is going to equal the square root of 25x squared minus the square root of 49. This is not necessary, but I always do this just to help myself out. Okay? So I'm going to pick on who I'm up to. What's the square root of 25x squared, please? Okay. And what's the square root of 49? One's plus, one's minus, it doesn't matter what order you do. So I do different squares. Square rooting. Now everyone's getting one, is that Jason or sort of good on this? That's all that was supposed to be yesterday. What's that? Okay, but that's what it's supposed to be yesterday. Is that question or stretch? Yeah?
What happens to the x squared?
Okay, so what happened is here, just excuse me guys, excuse me, stop a sec. So what happened is here, if you take, remember you're foiling these, right? Like, you know what I mean? They're like things that can be foiled. So it'd be 5 times 5 is 25, x times x is x squared, right? And then you saw the plus and the minus canceled out, so you're going to have plus 35x and minus 35x. And then negative 7 times 7 gives you 49. Okay. Just wait, hold on guys, please, just hold on please. So I'm going to FOIL this out, I'll just FOIL it out to make sure. So 25x squared, right? Plus 35x minus 35x minus 49. And see, these guys are the opposite, so they're just going to cancel. So it's going to be 25x squared minus 49. Okay. So what I'm just doing is I'm using the fact that there's all the plus and the minus, so always going to cancel each other out. And you can just simply go from the square root of this, turn to here, and square root of that, turn to that. Okay? Okay, the letter C. This is one that I want you to take notice of and put a star beside it. Okay? I was a teacher named Mr. Lacey. Some of you guys may not know him, okay? He was an excellent math teacher. He was my mentor. Like I was the baby and he was the master. You know, now I have all these baby teachers in school. But like I was a baby teacher, he was leader. He would always give me, he was actually also a teacher in high school too. He taught me down there. So he'd always do a question like this, and he does this to his grade 9s all the time. That does not look factorable, right? But you can't take the square root of 10, you can't take the square root of 640. Does someone have an idea? Please get off the phones and look at this one, because this is important. What I can do to deal with this one? Go ahead. Yeah, first step is always common factor. Always, always, always. Okay, so what can both those be factored by? Yeah, right? 10, right? So it's going to be 10 bracket. I think that's x squared minus 64y squared. Okay, so excuse me, take the next 30 seconds of your life and finish that one, please. Okay? Do the same thing we did up here, square root, yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Do the square root of this one, square root of that one, right? Same thing? Okay, and finish it up. No, so get on the stuff. Steve,
Yeah.
can you yawn at me and make it look like class is way too easy for you? I get very insulted.
That what?
Can you yawn at me? And
I wasn't yawning at
And
you.
don't pay attention and make me think that this class isn't important to you, Steve? That sounds really great.
I'm sorry. I'm just very absent-minded. I didn't mean to yawn at you.
The 10 just is on the outside. It's like 10 times. You factor the stuff into the practice.
I did it.
Remember I said if people around you are distracting you, can move back. Okay, here we go. Let's do this one quick here. I'm going to pick out my favorite person in the class, which is going to be Amanda. Amanda, what's the square root of x squared, please? X. So what I'm going to do is, hopefully, I'm going to write it like this. You don't have to do this, but I'm going to do it. I do it like this. I put this in here. You do not need to. Okay, so you said x was the first one. Good. So the square root of x squared is x. Good. So I can just throw that in right there, right? That goes first. What's the square root of 64y squared? And don't let anyone's brain explode when you do this one.
8y.
Good, right? The square root of 64 is 8, right? And the square root of y squared is 1. So it's going to be minus 8y and x plus 8. Okay? And I'm hoping this is sort of, we'll do more review of this at the end of class. I think tomorrow we'll do a work day on, again, a background, so this new stuff background I need. So tomorrow's going to be a combination of work on this, what we're doing today, and a little bit of graphing maybe. Okay? Yeah. Yes, it matters. Because that's not completely factored, right? Completely factored is like taking out everything. So, yeah, if you had this as like 10x minus 80y and x plus 8y, technically that's 2.5 out of 3. Because you can still divide both those by 10. Okay? Okay? I'm going to pause this. You guys can take a 30-second break. I would recommend, Jordan, if you didn't understand yesterday, you're trying to steal some of these notes right now. Or look at these two right now where I'm sitting at, okay? Okay? Where's my chair? Okay, so it's phone time for 2 minutes. The correct answer is, I don't bring my phone to class, Mr. Sadler. I don't need a